Good morning, 12 minutes after 8 o'clock here on 1230 KHAS. I'm Brad Beam in the studio with Thomas and Gavin from Computer Hardware in Hastings. Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good morning.
I should actually say Computer Hardware in Hastings, Grand Island, Kearney, and Lincoln.
Yep.
But, since we're in Hastings, you're in Hastings.
That's right, we are.
I live here, so that counts.
Yeah. We have multiple locations, but hey, we're here in Hastings. It's a very nice, cool morning.
And you've been here for 35 years. Mention that again, celebrating 35 years, Computer Hardware here in the Tri-Cities. Big year, big stuff planned for you.
Yeah, so we actually have a $350 gift card giveaway for every month from now all the way till December. So if you buy any MacBook with Apple Care, you will be entered into this contest to win a $350 gift card every month. So if you buy an Apple Care with a computer this month, you'll be entered in for another 3 months. So it's to your advantage to purchase a computer. If you already are thinking about buying one, I would get it in soon with the Apple Care just because you'll get entered in and you have a lot of shots to win that $350. And you can buy an iPad with that. You can almost buy the new iPad Pro. It might not be so difficult to buy it then. So
yeah, you're not going to get the full iPad. We'll talk about that here in just a couple of minutes. But that $350 gift card, like you said, every month. We talked about this a little bit last month. So you're giving away a lot of $350 gift cards.
We are, yes. And another thing we might be giving away, too, is we've got some awesome T-shirts to celebrate our 35th anniversary. And Brad, we got
you
one for you.
officially get one.
I officially get one?
You officially get one, yes. So,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's an old school Apple. It looks like a 2E to me, I think. Computer.
It looks retro.
Very retro. And what's really cool about this shirt is it glows in the dark. So
No
you see
way.
the green outlines here. So customers, if you come in, mention us, that you heard us about our 35th anniversary on the radio, there's a good chance you might get one of these.
Now, 35 years ago, the computer that's depicted on that shirt was cutting edge. It had the green screen. It only displayed text. That's what you guys were selling 35 years ago when Computer Hardware first started up. That is quite a leap from what we've got now.
Yeah, leaps and bounds. It's amazing how technology has just been improved speed-wise, functionality-wise. Yeah, this computer showed the old 5 1/4 floppy disks, if people know about that.
What are those?
Back in the day, that's how you installed software and saved it on these really thin disks. It's just crazy now. We got flash drives that can hold gigabytes and hard drives that hold terabytes. It's amazing.
And this is all stuff that had 35 years ago shown somebody at Computer Hardware an iPad or a laptop. It would have been magic because that just was never imagined when you guys started doing computers.
Yeah, it was. Computers were rooms when they started. They took up a whole room, but now they're all portable. You can take them on the go, and you can do a lot of things with them. It's just it's amazing to see in the 35 years that we've been in business to see the improvements of technology.
Yeah, even just Apple in general, how much it's just changed over the years just because it's gone from this type of machines to tablets. I'd say that's a huge leaps and bounds of just technology in itself. So it's pretty crazy.
But the one thing that hasn't changed in those 35 years, the Computer Hardware customer service, the support, the taking the time to find the right thing, to diagnose the problems, to fix whatever's wrong, that stayed the same.
Yeah, that has. We take pride in, helping our customers out, and it's because of the customers that we are here 35 years. So very appreciative and thankful for all of our customers that have bought something in our store, and for letting us give them the service that they want.
Was it last week that you mentioned that Computer Hardware is like one of the
five? It's the fourth oldest Apple store
in the country.
In the world technically.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, because it started in the United States, so it would be in the world. So
that's pretty cool thing. So you're
Steve Jobs has visited Kearney, Nebraska, if you can believe that. So
really?
Yep.
That is pretty cool. Computer Hardware is celebrating their 35th anniversary, the $350 gift card when you buy an Apple computer with the extended warranty. It's called Apple Care.
Yep.
So if people have any questions about that, they just come in and see you and hopefully walk away with a new computer.
Yep. I'll say, yeah, when we talk about AppleCare all the time, it's kind of one of those must things, so we can kind of explain it to you and see the benefits of it just because it's a proactive instead of a reactive type of thing. So it'll be worth it in the long haul.
Thomas and Gavin from Computer Hardware in the studio this morning. It's Ask the Expert here on KHAS. There has been, we mentioned in 35 years, a lot of improvements, but even since yesterday, there's some new technology, specifically talking about Apple, that has come out. Apple had an event yesterday and announced some new and cool stuff. Where do you want to start telling me about
Yeah,
those?
I have a big stack of papers of all the stuff that went out. They just shotgunned everything and just released a bunch of new stuff. So I guess we could start off with the new iPad Pro. I'll say that is basically think of an iPad, but just got extremely bigger and a lot better size-wise. It says it's 78% larger than the iPad, the first iPad, the original iPad. Yep. So and then it goes from I think it has the same pixels as the 15-inch MacBook Pro Retina, and so that is crazy because we usually toot that computer saying it has one of the best displays. You're going to do a lot of graphics design type of stuff like that on it. So even having a better display than that on an iPad, I can't even imagine. So that's pretty incredible. The screen size is 12.9. So think about your computers that are 13 inches. They're 12.9. So it's almost a 13-inch screen that's a tablet now. So it's pretty crazy, the size-wise and power of the iPad.
Okay, so the difference between the iPads that most people have now and this iPad Pro, faster, bigger, more powerful.
Yeah.
Does it?
It's just a monster. It honestly is. It's just a lot better than every other iPad and some even the computers too. So they really are trying to move into that world where saying your tablet is going to be your computer now. I say a couple years ago we were getting into that where iPads kind of started to take over people's use of laptops, things like that. But this one kind of has really opened that door, and they executed it really well on, say, the iPad performance-wise. So it's going to be interesting to see how it does.
Okay, so that is one of the things that was announced yesterday. What are some of the others?
Yeah, and it looks like the iPad 2 it will release in November. It'll be available, and it starts at $799. So just to give you a heads up on that. And it does come with the Apple Pencil. You can get that for $99, and then the Smart Keyboard's $169. So just some accessories that goes along with it. But my favorite thing is the Apple TV. They haven't touched the Apple TV in so many years. I'll say it's just one of those things that's just kind of been an Apple. It's just one of those things where it's been $99 and they recently jumped it down to $69, but they honestly haven't updated it since, I think it even says 2012. They haven't touched it since 2012. So it's kind of one of those things that's just been idle for a lot of years, but they've kind of made it, like I said with the iPad, bigger, better, badder, so you can do a lot more things with it. They kind of updated the remote, so the remote has a lot more features. It has some touch capabilities, some gaming console capabilities as well. It also has a ton of new apps. I'll say they've kind of revamped Hulu, Netflix, MLB was on. I guess was there some other shopping experience like Gilt is a kind of a fashion company, so you could do some, like we said, we get lazier, so you can now shop from your Apple TV. So if you want to do that, so it's just, I think it's headed in the right direction. I've been waiting kind of for this moment where we've heard the Roku's, things like that for a long time where they have the streaming things, but Apple, like I keep saying, they executed it well, even though they weren't the first people to do this. I think they really put a product together that's really going to work with everybody. So I'm really excited about it.
To probably clarify, the Apple TV is not an actual
Yep,
TV.
I should have talked about that. We always talk about it.
It's the box that connects to your TV. It connects via an HDMI cable, just like a Blu-ray player or a cable box. It plugs into the TV, and it's that lets you watch the stuff that's on the internet on your TV in your living room.
Yeah, so it's just a little box that connects to your TV, so it's really easy, very portable. I'll say you could even share it between two TVs in your house if you really need to, but it's just a little box. You plug it in, super easy to set up. And also, too, the multiplayer games is another feature, too. that I know that you can do as well. So if you have some friends over, you can just pop the Apple TV, start playing games like that. I know I'm going to try and push my wife to see if she can start playing games. I'll just say, nope, we're done watching Hulu, so we'll move into that. So we'll see if that works out. And I know the price, I was kind of concerned because I didn't know where the price was headed, but it's only $149, so I was very, very pleased with that. I thought it was going to be $200 or something like that, but $149 is perfect with me. So,
and since these were just announced yesterday, you don't have them in the store yet.
Nope, we don't have any of these in the store just because they're not even released with Apple. So sometimes it'll take till October, November, things like that for them to come out. So, but we'll keep you informed. I'll say we always update the stuff in our stores. We always have the latest things. So you could always check in, ask us, or we could get your email and tell you when they come in. So just ask.
All right, Thomas and Gavin from Computer Hardware. Anything else that Apple announced in their big announcement conference yesterday?
Yeah, well, I'll say we did. Even though we don't sell iPhones, I'll say it's still an Apple product. We still do warranty work on them. They came out with some new colors. Rose gold was a new color they released for the iPhone, and the iPhone 6s and 6 Plus S are the new ones as well. They have the new technology called 3D Touch. It's kind of similar to Force Touch tracking. We've talked about that before, where you kind of have different levels of touch on the screen. So if you do some preview views, things like that, you can do live previews, websites without even opening the internet. You don't need to launch the apps when you use them. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. Do you know anything more about the... I kind of skimmed over it.
Yeah.
I didn't really know too much about it.
Well, they definitely improved the performance of it by a lot. I think they said 70% than the previous phone. So performance-wise, they're going to expand on that. They're going to make it much more powerful. You're going to be able to do a lot more things. They've got a better aluminum casing now on it, so it's much more durable. And the glass is a lot stronger too, so that's something that they've been touting on that new phone is it's stronger and much more durable.
Yeah, and it looks like Siri is always listening, so you can say, "Hey Siri," and she'll respond.
And Siri is the voice
activation.
help.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was one of the other big integrations in the Apple TV that we forgot to mention.
Yeah, we
was
forgot that. I can't
Siri.
believe it.
So, like with Siri on the Apple TV, you can search for movies by a certain actor, and she brings up all these different movies that have a featured actor. Or you can ask to, top romantic movies or something like that. You can really basically.
They even said specifics because I know on the keynote they talked about a Modern Family TV episode with a certain person in it. And it'll actually go out and find that specific spot of where that person was appeared in the episode. So it's pretty incredible.
So, like you said, we're trying to get lazier and lazier.
Yeah, we're
Instead
just
of
lazy.
having to type in on our set-top box.
Find
thing,
me action shows.
You just say, "Hey Siri, I want to watch a Robert Redford movie," and there you go.
Yeah. What do they say too? Only the Bond movies with Sean Connery.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
yeah,
amazing
like
how Siri does that. The Siri, the personal assistant, from the phone and now in the Apple TV.
And then they did a better camera. It has 12 megapixels, and then also too, it does shoot in 4K video. So that's a huge deal with me. I say, when it's shooting videos, I love 4K videos. I love 5K videos. So now that everyone can shoot that on their new iPhones, you're probably going to see some fantastic videos just on Facebook, YouTube. So it'll look really good. It even has a boost in the 5 megapixel camera on the front for selfies. So that makes your selfies, you can look a little bit better when you take your selfies.
That's always nice.
Yeah, very nice.
I actually need a little more blurry just so I don't look so bad. And live photos is another cool thing. I don't really say some of this stuff. They just shot out so much stuff. The live photos is kind of what does it say? It automatically records a 1.5 second worth of footage, so the photo can kind of come to life.
Yeah, when you're looking at your photos, you can press down on the photo. You press down on the photo on the screen. It kind of is motion. It's motion. It's like it's alive, but it's really a picture. It's not a movie. It kind of looks like a short little clip, but it's an actual picture. So it just brings another element of your photos to look cool or amazing.
Kind of crazy. Guys, we are out of time, and we haven't even talked about everything.
Trying to rattle everything off.
Yeah. So, like you said, it was a big announcement, so I'm sure we're going to talk about a lot of this in the future. But if anybody has any questions just about computer repair, questions about their computer if it's not working or they need a new one, see you guys at Computer Hardware.
Yeah, in Hastings, we're located at 1001 West 2nd Street, block west of Burlington.
And in Grand Island, 2720 Old Fair Road, east of Lee's Restaurant. In Kearney, 2nd Avenue, next to Daylight Donuts. And in Lincoln, 70th and O. I have to point to
Way
where I'm
out
going
there.
geography-wise. So.
Thomas and Gavin, thanks so much for coming in, and we'll talk with you next week here on KHAS.
Thanks, Thomas. You can just email it to us, computerhardware@khasradio.com, or visit Computer Hardware just one block west of Burlington on 2nd Street in Hastings.